Alright, you should be good.
Oh boy. My favorite game ever. So excited. Go ahead, set my options and then I'll let you know when I'm good. What's a good frame? Go that. Yeah.
Alright, I'm ready when you are.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Hi, I'm Keizaron. This is Sapphire. This game sucks. Just heads up, you might hear some controller clicking because I use a GameCube controller. It's better in my hands. So if you hear some mashing here or there, might be. So normally it's faster to name yourself one character, but I can't do that. I'd be letting my people down. My microphone is not too close to my hands, get out. I mean, I could always put the controller up to the microphone. We can make this an ASMR marathon.
Okay, with any luck I'm here,
Oh,
and not bad audio.
Yeah, you sound fine to me. I think I'm gonna turn you up a tiny bit when I get a chance. Just a...
Are you ready for a repeat of the last time this happened?
No. Alright, so...
Last online marathon?
I gave this a very generous estimate because the last time I did this in an online marathon, actually, even when it wasn't an online marathon, the last 2 times I did this in a marathon, I got absolutely wrecked.
Yeah.
Alright. So, plot's happening right now. We just moved here. I'm meeting my neighbors. And somehow that segues into, hey, save my father and get a free Pokemon. So we'll roll with that, I guess. There are no glitches used in this run. I have a frame-perfect trick that I have to perform. I do have a backup save because I feel like I'm not going to get it. But...
How long are you going to give it?
3 attempts.
3? Jeez. That's not very generous, but...
No, we're in a hurry. I'm here to save the marathon.
I mean, I think Epic took more than 3 attempts and still got a 2:15 or 2:16, but...
Yeah, well, he's better than me.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. We'll see if you get it or not.
Also, if you hear beeps, that's Eon timer because I cheat.
Well, you get to have your own Eon timer set up here. That has to be an advantage.
No, I got the hasty. Rip off.
Well, Epic got the calm over and over and over and over again because of a bad Eon timer setup. Like, literally 3 or 4 resets in a row he got the calm.
Oh yeah, Eon timer didn't work for me at all at RPG Limit Break. It was terrible. Okay, that's not right. One more try and then I'm cheating and switching carts because that's apparently the Keizaron trick.
Wow.
I mean, I was 1 frame off. I was 1 frame late and then I was 1 frame early. So, you know, we all kind of got to see what I was trying to do.
We only started 3 minutes late, so it's not like
Easy!
you have
3rd
to
try
rush.
every time.
But yeah,
Don't even
okay,
need to
if
switch.
it really was... If you really did get it fair try, then no more artificial cheating.
Yeah, see, I don't have to cheat. I'm legit.
I mean, cheater timer will be back out in, what, an hour and a half?
Yeah.
For another use?
Yeah.
That you didn't see at ESA, but...
That you shouldn't ever see at all.
I guess you've given yourself a decent window for that, hopefully.
We'll find out, huh? So, yeah, once again, it's faster to name things with one character. We're not doing that today. We're having fun. The IVs of this Mudkip are dank. Really good Mudkip. So I'm actually going to do movement in a certain way here. Not that there's any real manipulation or anything, but the movement I did there took advantage of if I got an encounter, I could kill turn frames. I don't get such a luxury with this patch of grass, but...
Oh well.
I am tempted to catch a Zigzagoon. Just to have a backup for Tate and Liza and have pickup.
Yeah, but then you'd have to know how to... Oh, then you'd have to remember how to do Zigzagoon TNL and all that stuff.
Oh, that'd be easy.
I know in...
It'd literally just be throw slaves out. That's it.
Yeah. In theory it makes it easier to have more Pokemon, but...
I'm gonna get Desert Candy too, which I heard that Shiru did great, but then he messed up something else.
Yeah. Epic should have got Desert Candy, but he decided to just die anyway to show the route better, I suppose. Like, he had way more than 30 health. Almost 40, I think. I don't know, I don't want to spend this entire run just talking about his run, so...
Well, his run's gonna be better than mine, so it might be in our best interest to talk about a better run. Actually, better, yeah. Hey, DeBomb, what are you gonna get for lunch?
Who knows? It'll have to be quick, because there honestly isn't really that many breaks in this run. I suppose after Norman is pretty boring until you hit Winona's gym, but something quick, I guess, is the only answer.
Hey, Garth, you want to be an excellent mod and make a straw poll? And put some food options, so Overlord DeBomb doesn't starve and doesn't have to think too hard? Let's see what the chat thinks DeBomb should eat. The only nice admin.
First it'll be Garth thinking what I should eat, because he has to choose the choices, apparently. Or are you going to provide them to him?
I mean, I can think of like burger, chicken, sandwich, soup.
Yeah, well, I don't
Noodles?
have burgers or chicken within
How about instant noodles?
distance. No, I don't think so. But yeah, we'll go and see after a bit, and we can see what the poll answers anyway. Regardless.
So anybody who was there for Garth's moon run, I gave him a lot of crap for doing a bunch of weenie strats, but I'm taking it home. We're gonna do mom heal so I can save this potion.
Damn, that is pretty weenie.
This is Pokemon weenie. Like every time I try to do this halfway decently in marathons, I die. So I'm just gonna play Mega Save. That's a pooch.
Are you actually seriously contemplating the Zig then?
I kind of
No real
am.
point getting a pooch.
I kind of am. Zig was a race strat that Gunnar and I were thinking about doing for the trifecta runs.
Yeah. I think I had cookie time on the plane back from somewhere to somewhere on the way back after ESA. But I haven't had it in years otherwise.
Alright, so PSRM just got growled, but we're doing high rolls. Oh well, then never mind. It's a 5-shot now. Damn it. Unless we crit?
That wasn't... No, this went too bad, but then...
Oh, hey, there's the crit! The 4-shot!
Oh boy.
Look at that. I RNG manipulated this because of my weenie strats. So something you'll notice, you'll see me try to bonk off of trainers after I beat them. What is it, a 6 or 8 frame window or something, that if you do that, you can just kill the turn frame entirely.
No zigs, huh?
No zigs.
Oh well.
It was a nice thought.
There's no debate. Oh, I guess... Okay, so there isn't another use of cheater timer here because you just go as fast as possible.
Yeah. Which, in
And this
practice,
one,
I was not getting it, so... We're gonna enter the center but not use it. We're setting it as a warp point for later. If you didn't watch the Emerald run, then you might not know what I'm trying to do here. Emerald does a different spot, though, but...
Wait, Emerald also gets the wind girl now, does it? Oh no. No, you're in the Wally tutorial, of course.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Does Emerald get the Wingull now?
No, I don't think it does. Because of the twins, they can't. I just got ahead of myself and forgot about Wally.
Ooh, sounds like JT. What? Alright, so we're here for the best part of the run. The catch tutorial. Gives me a chance to... that real quick. Yes, I did it.
I thought this is where you click run ad.
I mean... If next marathon we have that ability, then this is as good a time as any.
Okay, that's a pretty good substitute though. I missed it on the like commentary stream and then saw it on the actual stream.
So it actually is possible to kill the Ralts. It's very, very unlikely. The Ralts can also be shiny. Fun fact, the coding of the game doesn't know how to handle if Zigzagoon dies and you select send out another Pokemon. You're just there forever. Pretty great. I found out the hard way. I had to use speed ups and wait like 3 or 4 minutes.
That can only happen in a randomizer because the Ralts doesn't have an attacking move in the vanilla game.
Correct. Alright, I'm going to gonna run to a certain tile here because I'm gonna try and manipulate a Wingull. I'm actually gonna take out my headphones too so the bomb can absolutely talk shit about me. I need to hear my TV, so...
Yeah, chat, you can talk shit about him if he gets it any worse than second try, because that's what happened at ESA.
Slow. That might have been too slow still.
And these half tries don't count. Okay, that was pretty quick. Provided the yellow ball worked.
Okay, if I didn't mess that up, then I got it. Obviously.
That was pretty quick, yeah, just like
no! It popped out third shake. You know what? I have a spare potion.
Close.
I'll tackle him. You know, whatever. No big deal.
Yeah. Well, apart from the yellow ball fail, that was pretty smooth. Just a couple of resets, doing the intro too slow.
Tackle him twice.
Yeah, the growl kind of said once might not be enough.
It happens. It happens. It's fine. It's fine.
Wow, he crit you for
Oh my
6.
goodness. Get in the ball. Don't do this to me. I think 3 shake is like 1 frame late. I was kind of slow getting to the bag, so...
Free shake is exactly 1 frame late on the window. Oh well.
It happens. Well, so I bought potions in a different manner, so I'm actually gonna grab these Leppas Orans real quick.
Yeah. I was able to hear that you caught it before it actually came up on stream.
Oh, I should probably turn down my TV.
Well, I don't know if they can really hear it on stream, because obviously Discord audio and your stream audio are different.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it too much if there aren't any complaints in the chat, which I don't think there have been.
I don't need the TV audio until later. Alright, so that wasn't as smooth as I wanted it to be. We were 1 frame late, but I mean, I got to show you guys what we were trying to do. So, the RNG advances differently depending on what part of the battle menu you're at, which is why you have to be pretty precise with that. But it's a multi-frame window to catch it, so missing it's kind of unfortunate. But also, I forgot to name it Epic Dude Guy.
Oh well.
Huh. Well.
Great start.
Sand sucks. Well, my last save was before we caught Wingull, so I get another shot at that if this goes south. Oh, he's setting up so much. No.
How many health does he need to really do much damage? It's like 3 or 4, right?
It's fine, we
Well,
won.
that's 3.
We in there.
Yeah, I guess he was starting to do decent damage after that 3rd or 4th health. But
Hey,
all good in the end.
Did you know that my ego is fragile? I didn't know that.
Well, I know there's a lot of ego, so it could be all those things at once.
So normally in a real run you would pick up that ether that I just passed, but we're gonna pick up Leppas for marathon safety. That way we have two sets of PP healing. Because the end game with Surf is kind of ridiculous. So this is obviously a little slower, but at least it's safer this way. I'm gonna save.
There's no real argument against this.
And I'm gonna save right before this first fight, because there's something that I want in particular to happen. It could go south. 11's fine. Cool.
I'm guessing that you don't really have the potions or whatever to deal with it if Wingull doesn't do its job.
Yeah, not with the way I shopped. I didn't shop marathon safe, yet I'm doing a ton of other marathon safe things. Oh. There's logic to somewhere.
Somewhere.
It crit my Wingull now. That's why we saved.
Yeah, I guess that's why we saved, yes.
Yeah. So this is a different strat. A lot of people that haven't been watching Sapphire runs relatively recently might not recognize this, but we need a flyer anyway. So we manipulate the Wingull, and this Wingull is just good enough to survive at least one non-crit tackle. And it has Water Gun already, and a 1 in 16 roll leaves the Geodude on 1 hit point. So it saves multiple turns of using Mud Slap. It dies anyway, so it gets none of the experience, and then we have our bird for later.
Yeah. I think you would have died to a 1 in 16 of Geodude's own there. Well,
Yeah.
you did die to one of the two 1 in 16.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah.
It's very likely to roll. It's like 75% for 9, and then 25% for 10 or 11. I can't remember. Yeah, I think that's it.
It's enough that you really want to swap in Wingull instead of leading it normally.
Yeah, and you'd have to swap them around at some point in time eventually anyway.
Normally you have Wingull at full health as well.
Yeah, because you usually YOLO ball the catch, so it's usually not injured. So that fight's a lot faster. It makes up some of the time loss of getting the Wingull, and we don't have to worry about getting trolled by Swablu later.
Yeah, Swablu is...
A jerk.
Yeah, Gen 3 runners do not like Swablu at all in general. And Emerald is usually stuck with getting one, so...
23 health. I want to potion before the fight. So there's certain benchmarks of hit points here. Depending on what my health is, I either enter the fight and just growl the nose pass, or I just heal up. It really just depends on what your situation is. We're saving before Roxanne. Roxanne can be a huge troll. There's a way that the fight's supposed to go, and I would say about half the time it doesn't do it.
Her AI isn't 100% predictable. You just have to roll with how roll with the best odds, and if it doesn't work that way, then you can just be boned.
No, see, it's totally predictable, though. I predict it's going to screw with me.
Okay, fine, perhaps it's predictable in that way.
So, our goal here is to try and leave this fight in Torrent. That's a bad start. What are you doing?
What do you happen?
No! What are you doing, Nosepass?
That is an odd start.
This is bad.
I would normally go straight for Rock Tomb.
If I could get crit... Well, I'm faster anyway, never mind. I don't want to get crit, don't do that to me. What is happening? Alright, now if I could get crit...
Do we have the 0% accuracy nose pass going on right now?
We sure do. Oh, this is disgusting. What? Alright, we won!
Full health? Yes. So about that Torrent?
Yeah, so we wanted Torrent. We're kind of in the opposite of Torrent. We're in a Tenorot. I don't think I've ever seen a damageless ever in my life. What happened? Alright, well, you know, don't have to worry about healing for a while, I guess.
Just have to hope that the fights go... Well, I mean, there are a bunch of damage... Apart from the Pooch, which won't die, there are damage ranges that you can hit and not really lose much time from not having Torrent, but still better to have Torrent overall.
This sucks.
Pooch is a 2-shot, and then Zig is a 1-shot range, and Machop's a 2-shot range.
Correct.
So, every single Pokemon until Broly's Gym is a range. Oh yeah,
Well,
killing
you
a
know...
wild encounter might be difficult as well.
Yoink!
Or not killing, huh?
In the end, I got the Zigzagoon I wanted. This is not part of the normal strat, this is just to be, like, super duper weenie. In fact, we're going to, Here we go.
Finding something that you can kill in one hit when you're not in Torrent can also be a bit harder.
Oh my god, what is this game doing to me? Alright, on old, not Wingull strats, this would be amazing. There we go. Okay, so I needed experience, because I'm going to do a couple of optional fights here, so I can evolve early.
Nice flyer. Those are pretty rare. Although, getting the one hit on it is nice.
So this fight, obviously, Torrent doesn't really matter. It's a bunch of Geodudes. Like, they're going to die. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, I forgot about this fight being a bit... For some reason I was thinking of going straight to Aqua Grunt and then Machop guy, but that wouldn't quite be enough experience.
Now, if we had pickup manip for candies, we could skip all these fights.
Yeah, and then we looked into Pickup Manip and realized it's absolute trash.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because it's like... The chance of having even a 2-frame window is ridiculously low, and then the battle RNG, you have to do it on a point where the RNG is advancing by 2 every frame instead of 1 to manipulate the pickup.
Okay, so now I'm going to repel.
So RTA Pickup Manip is going to take some serious bullshit.
And it's not going to be done by me, because I don't like this game enough. But if you were in Torrent, this Pooch is a one-shot. There's also a bit of a unique strat. I actually want to save my water gun. I'm going to tackle. There's actually a bit of a unique strat you could do if you exit the Roxanne fight in Torrent, but know you're going to level out of Torrent. You actually skip the Hiker and go straight for the Aqua Pooch instead. Because not only is it a 1 in 16 chance to critical and one-shot it, but it's a 1 in 16 damage roll in Torrent if you're at level 14. So you try to go for that, and you know, if you don't get it, no big deal. It's a 2-turn fight like it should be. And then you just fight the Hiker on the way back instead. It loses
I guess the
it
only
loses
thing-
minimal time if you
still have
don't get
to
it.
put in the effort to like get the Haiku to spin away because he's a spinner.
And then if it
But
fails, it
otherwise,
doesn't really
yeah.
matter because you have to fight him anyway.
I suppose there aren't too many bad things about that strat then. As long as you don't completely fuck up and go for something like bag manip on him and waste.
At that
way
point in
more
time, you
than
might as well
should.
fight him. Alright, so we got the range on Ziggy. That's good. Yeah, because of the hiker we fought, and because of the experience that I got, we're gonna get to level 16 after this fight. So we'll be we'll be evolved by then. It'll make the next section a lot easier to deal with. There's also the trainer below this one. His name's Jose. You actually fight Jose if you don't get experience, like if you somehow get super unlucky and don't get an encounter to fight. Which that's extremely hard to do now, because if we see a Tailo, we kill those anyway, because of Wingle.
But you do need Torrent to fight Jose at all, right?
You don't need it.
Or...
Can't remember if the Silcoon's a range or not, but it's not going to do anything to you. Another reason you would fight Jose over Joey is if you have 6 or less health, because the Machop could kill you otherwise.
Yeah, that's the point. Like, obviously Torrent and 6 or less health are kind of interlinked.
Yeah. I want to say that the Silcoon is a 2-shot otherwise. But the Jose fight gives you more experience too. So the idea behind doing him if you didn't get enough experience is if you run into an encounter on the way to Briney's house, then that's enough.
Fair enough then.
Let's see, our money is going to be a little odd because I used a bunch of Pokeballs, but we do have 1 extra potion, so it's going to be a big deal. There's 2 different shopping routes that I've routed, depending on whether you need to heal before the Aqua Pooch or not. Like the very first Aqua Pooch in the forest, you could either buy 2 potions and then 4 super potions on your second shopping trip, or 4 regular potions and 3 super potions. It's really just dependent. I find the extra super potion more valuable, but that helps out in the late game if you're trying to maintain Torrent. I'm gonna sell a bunch of stuff here so I can shop. Don't need any balls. Obviously we're doing weenie strats, no balls needed. I'm gonna buy 1 less super potion than I was planning on, so 3 instead of 4. And then we'll see what our money's like afterwards. If we can buy another regular potion, we might as well, because we're supposed to spend pretty much all of our money here. Alright. There we go. Wingle wasn't bad. It was a second try. I failed the YOLO ball and just caught it regularly, but it was still pretty quick. Ouch. If you notice, I'm approaching spinners and rotators in a certain way, so they can hear your steps, essentially. So I'll always run up to 2 tiles to them, and then start walking, and later you'll see me get on my bike as well. It's just so I can pass them without having to open my menu. Because if you open your menu fully, then you pause their spinning timer, so that's a free pass. You'll see me do that with 2 or 3 spinners.
Oh yeah, like opening the menu just to the main menu pauses them, and then opening a sub-menu like the Pokédex or the items actually completely resets their timer, which is what gives you the free pass.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have at least a 32 frame window after you open a sub-pocket. Whereas, yeah, sometimes you'll just pop open the menu to kind of buffer a pass based on a different spin and manip done earlier.
I guess I'll do this. I forgot I had all the health in the world. I'm so confused. That's
yeah,
impressive.
Okay.
I would definitely say Emerald's more fun than Sapphire, though, if you wanted to pick one over the other. Sapphire is really brutal. The difficulty curve is a bit steep compared to Emerald. Because Emerald you have more required trainers to fight.
There's still two of the harder games in the Pokemon series in general because of Max Bike and because they are both just brutal in battles as well.
So now we're gonna talk to me real quick.
Is it your first? No, you have one more appearance after this before your final one.
There's when we surf,
Yeah.
and then there's the Kecleon.
Oh yeah, of course, the Kecleon,
Yes.
that's right.
I mean, I played every generation except 5 and 6. If we want to make this argument on a marathon stream.
The best Pokemon speedrunner title is
Keizaron.
not something that you can decide easily. Although yeah, like in terms of pure execution, Keizaron is pretty undeniable.
No!
He just doesn't have the breadth that some other runners do. Because he's only done Gen 1 to 3. But I mean, you can imagine that if he did go to the other games, he would be just as good as he is at Gen 1 to 3.
Emerald glitched his Dan's game.
Everyone agrees that Emerald glitched his dance game. Even Fades.
Like, Emerald glitch could quite possibly be the worst Pokemon speedrunning category ever. Besides, like, Gen 1 any percent. Alright, so safety save before Brawly. Brawly's a really difficult fight. A couple of years ago we never used to fight him early, but now that we got rid of Abra and we have a really, really serviceable Mudkip, this actually saves a pretty good chunk of time. Lear's okay, I guess. Lear Seismic Toss. Good stuff. Good AI.
It's just having the experience for Rival 2 so you can actually use Mudshot, right? Among other things.
Yeah.
The
We
low
can do
level
too much
18.
damage to this Makuhita. We didn't, which is good. This is actually water gun range. I don't know if I want to go for it.
It's Brawly sort of cooperating so far. I mean,
Yes.
it seemed like it was at ESA and then Makuhita sniped last minute, but okay, didn't happen this time.
Barfield the Lightning. Barf. You know, if Garf's name were Barfield the Lightning, then his affiliate tag would be Barfy instead of Garfy.
Some affiliate tags out there are pretty odd. Like Tyrant being Tyrant 2. That is something.
I really want the Tyrant 2 strong. That'd be such a good emote.
Yeah, I guess it does set up the potential for things like that.
I mean, like,
You can meme with that prefix.
Yeah, Sinstar's got the Sin static. It's so good. I love that. It's so creative.
Oh well, it's incentive for some people to push harder to get partners so that they can change it.
I'm gonna pick up this revive here. There's another revive that I pick up that's actually faster. This one's just for safety. But I do need another revive, because we need to revive our Wingull eventually so we can kill it off again.
There is a later one that's faster, huh?
Yeah, it's right next to the collector spinner, Edwin.
Oh yeah.
And you gotta kind of slow down there anyway, so... like 8 frames faster or something like that, just really minor.
Etiquette is a pretty good one as well.
Now we gotta talk to, what's his face over here? Just staring at a model ship. Stern, that's his name. There we go. He's such a forgettable character. Like, you see him
He has
twice.
generic sprite as well, which doesn't help. If he had his own sprite, you would probably remember him a bit better. But he's just like a generic scientist guy.
Our health is actually really good too. You want to enter the Rival 2 fight, which is coming up in not this next battle, but the one after. Assuming I don't hit the spinner. You want to enter Rival 2 at 40 health or less, because the AI will completely disregard using Growl. Growl is just straight up run over. Or you have to really cheese it.
So you're going to have exactly 40 health, right?
I have 37 right now. I have 34 right now.
Oh, okay. Well, you would have if you had got a damageless fight, although...
I have 37 health
unlikely.
right now. Right, this is perfect health. This is really good.
Yeah, it would have been exactly 40 if the Zubat hadn't attacked.
Yeah. That's a good sequence. You can get trolled pretty badly. Missing Mudshot on Carvana isn't a huge deal, but Zubat has Supersonic, and Confusion's never fun. I have lost several runs to that Zubat. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, considering how bad Supersonic's accuracy is, you wouldn't think it would be a problem, but... it just can be anyway, because Sapphire.
Yeah, there's pretty much nothing safe in Sapphire until you get Kyogre. It's really dumb. There's like a couple of fights here and there that you're totally fine, but the vast majority of them you can die in most of them.
And even Kyogre still isn't all that consistent. I mean, you can avoid dying pretty much all the time, but... it's
Hydro
still
Pump.
inconsistent because of things like Hydro Pump and...
I now know to save before
Line
that
of
fight.
Special.
We picked up that Soft Sand earlier. Soft Sand boosts your ground moves. We normally just do a pause buffer on this guy, but I'm going to full menu buffer him because he has 3 Pokemon, and it's kind of slow. The experience isn't terrible, but... I'm going to save before Rival 2. Rival 2 isn't nearly as dangerous as he used to be because this Mudkip's really, really good. You can still die to this fight though. A Mudshot miss is very detrimental.
Yeah, this used to be regarded as the worst fight in all of Pokemon speedrunning. Like before Growl was understood. And before we were using Mudshot, had to use Rock Tomb and hit 2 Rock Tombs in a row, which is, what, 64% or something? So pretty unlikely.
You know, I just realized I didn't even need to pick up that. That revive's definitely just safety. I don't even need one for the bird because we got Sig.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so what I did there before the fight was I went into my trainer card so I could manipulate no Growl, of course.
100% intentional.
Yeah, the setup for this fight's really cool. Like, I actually like this fight when it goes well. Obviously, I hate it if I lose, but... like, the setup for this fight's really solid.
Yeah, there's like a lot that goes into this fight compared to the past. And it's nice that it's really not all that difficult anymore, apart from missing and critting, but those are pretty much threats for the entire run.
Alright,
It
Grovyle
just doesn't
down.
have any particular danger to it anymore.
Yeah, that Grovyle has Absorb. If your health gets to a certain point, it will use Quick Attack to try and finish you off. It's really important that we're not faster than it on turn 1. Because if we outspeed it, then it just absorbs its health back. It's pretty bad, so... we need to not be over-leveled, and we need to not hit certain thresholds, like certain plus speed nature IVs. Something like Pokerus is actually like potentially dangerous.
If your speed is too good, you kind of actually want to deliberately over-level, which obviously loses time, so that you end up getting to a point where you don't have to use an X speed and you get the same outcome as you just did. But there can be, if you have a certain amount of speed, then there is no way to win the fight consistently at level 18, which happens to be just above the amount of speed that this Mudkip has, thankfully.
Now we we fully bag manip that collector because he's got 2 terrible Pokemon for us to deal with, and I really don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, no way to manipulate him any other way, like 100% consistent until you have the bike.
Which, speaking of the bike...
Which is right here, but a little too late.
The Mach Bike is obviously the choice here because we want to go fast. Don't listen to those old 2010 SDA forums.
There is a lot of valuable insight to be gained on the SDA forum threads for Pokemon games in general. Like all the stuff from either last decade or the start of this decade. People had some creative ideas compared to modern strats.
I'll take that item off of Zig after I'm gonna be a weenie and save before Watson. He's not terrible, but if you have really bad luck and you miss, then you can die. It just depends on your health.
So if this is a rare candy, you get to skip Desert Candy.
Yes. And I get to put Shiryu to shame.
You get to walk around Flannery's gym when you have like 50 health. That'll be fun.
I could always get Desert Candy anyway and be super beefy for 8 Liza.
Yeah, I guess he could somehow be 39 for Tate and Liza again.
I'm actually gonna get the item right now. It's a super potion. Oh boy.
Eh,
It's not too
could
bad.
have been useful. Could still be useful, I suppose.
I mean, you can never have too many healing items in Sapphire, ever. Sapphire's something else.
Yeah, your budget... I mean, you go to most of your shops in really early game and your budget is somewhat tight, so you can't get excess healing items at any point, really. Unless you count going to the Elite format for full restores.
Now see, this fight is the fight that... Well, the Super Potion's handy here, because getting a bunch of Supersonics here is super duper bad.
Yeah,
he doesn't have very good
You really
AI.
want to go in at just above... You want to go into Watson at just above 20 health though, so... You don't necessarily want to heal if you've just taken 1 or 2 Sonic Booms.
Mm-hmm. 3's bad, though.
Yeah, 3 gets sketchy because of Mudshot misses. So ideally you take 1 or 2 Sonic Booms.
If your health is too high, you actually X-speed in the fight to kind of stall out a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that should be okay, right?
Yeah,
Or
that'll
is
be
this
fine.
still a little too high?
I think we're just low enough to where he's not going to go for Supersonic. And we'll level up mid-fight, so two Sonic Booms doesn't kill us. I'm still gonna save to be safe. Like I said, you only really die in this fight if you miss, but the time loss from dying is severe because we end up back in Petalburg. So that's speed here, that way we outspeed everything. We do want to... Oh, he missed, you suck. We do want to leave this fight with relatively low health, because the next fight after this is Cool Trainer Brooke, and she's quite the handful. If your health is too high, then her lead Wingull could either Supersonic or Growl you. Supersonic isn't too detrimental, Growl is terrible. Alright, so there's a miss. There's a Supersonic miss. What a turn.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we win.
Guess that works out, kind of. What were you saying about needing the health for Growl? Like, are you in okay health for Growl, or...?
I think I'm either just low enough or just high enough, one or the other.
Like, you dodge Growl but can still get Supersonic.
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right, because you're below 2/3.
But I'm definitely saving before that fight. Cool Trainer Brook is such a bad fight that it's not the worst idea to save even on a real attempt. Like, obviously,
Yeah,
you
the
wouldn't
death's
want
pretty
to, but...
quick. It's like saving before Rival 2 if you have above 40 health is worth it. Well, unless your run is so bad that you just want to kill it off, but... There are certain situations where it's worth it to save even in an attempt. If
God.
your death is always going to be quick and it's quite likely to die.
That was really weird. What an odd sequence there.
Oh.
Let's not talk about that.
It worked, just, but...
No! Why is this happening? Alright, RNG minute.
Didn't you do this on your stream?
Sure did.
Oh, no, not that. I remember, what, you ran straight into Cool Trainer Brook, or was that at ESA where that happened?
I think it was... I don't remember if that happened at ESA. I know it happened somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was at ESA where...
Okay, wing attack's good. Wing attack.
He didn't forget to save, he messed up the movement and ran straight into her vision.
Alright, so this is why this fight sucks. This Rosalia is a 77% range. And we missed it. Okay, well,
What came in?
that
Death?
hurts. Yeah, well, that's fine, because I don't think she's going to heal that. I think she got enough health from me. So I can just revive from here. That's why we got them.
Yeah, that's fair revive, not bad. Whereas it's fair 2 revives at this point.
Granted, Weenie's dead now, but whatever.
Yeah, you still got one more revive left, which you can use to revive either Weenie or Wingull for the Archie fight.
Alright, see? The Zig was the right play. Yes!
Yeah, I think that's what happened. He ran into Cool Trainer Brook from in front.
But my biking's probably going to be a little off because I'm listening to the audio through my, like, I rely on audio way too much, even though biking's a visual thing. I'm listening to the audio through my headphones right now, and it's delayed from my TV, so I'm kind of throwing myself off a tiny bit.
Is that the excuse you're giving for the ledge jumps?
The first one, not the second one. The second one was on me.
Yeah, it's a slightly faster movement here compared to Emerald because you can go in front of those twins. Although, well, I mean, right now you only have one Pokemon alive, so it would work in Emerald as well, but... Emerald also has the 2 up and down trainers at the end.
This is a really big shopping trip here. I gotta buy a bunch of stuff.
Last shopping trip for a very long time though,
Yeah.
or at least until after Norman.
Yeah.
And the one after Norman you're just really just stocking up on X attacks. This is the major thing.
Yeah, we buy X specials here, and most of those X specials are for Kyogre.
There was a point where Kyogre was using almost no X specials, if not none at all, but it just works out better to adapt to Kyogre's stats and use X specials in general now.
So bonking into that
falling
wall and
there.
getting off the bike was intentional. I did that so I could make that spinner look up and I could pass him with the bike. I think it's a 1 in 8 to get hit if I do that, but that was really clean. That was perfect movement.
Oh yeah, you go to the herb shop in Lava Ridge for...
Yeah, you get some
Healing
healing
items.
items there, yeah.
It's just that, yeah, like every shop from now on until Moss Deep is relatively brief. And even Moss Deep is only, what, 3 different things? Or is it 4 now? 4, I suppose.
Yeah, if you're doing Master Ball skip. which we're gonna do, and I'm probably gonna fail a few times, but I want to show it off.
Yeah, may as well give it a try. Nothing's gone too badly so far, so should have a buffer for it.
Okay, so
perhaps that's famous last words, but...
I bag manipped him because he's pretty bad. He has a Zangoose with Swords Dance. I YOLO'd her. I mean, if I hit her, it's no big deal. She has a Meryl, it's pretty easy to kill.
She's really bad to hit when you're still a Mudkip, but perfectly fine now. Now that it's just a one-shot. Probably die to tackle.
It does not die to tackle.
Wow.
But it does die to Mudshot.
Guess you do have that extra leopard berry if Mudshots end up being a bit tight, but probably doesn't apply now.
Now that trainer, that hiker that we just went past, you actually have to fight him in Sapphire in the Japanese version. You have to fight him in Emerald. It's really odd. I don't get why it happened like that. But...
The English version has some kind of really weird glitch with trainer vision, which lets you skip that guy and then one more person in the Aqua hideout. Like, that guy is programmed to see you, he has a vision of 3, and you go 3 tiles away from him, but it's just glitched. Whereas at Revo, to explain the glitch, because I forget how it works. I'm not sure if he's here in chat right now. Or at least he hasn't said anything for a while. He might be having his own dinner or something at this time of night.
So you're gonna see a lot of spinner passes like that where I run up to them and get on my bike. There's a 1 in 64 chance for an NPC to be on here. Show up!
Oh.
No!
He shows up just in time for the NPC chance.
Damn it! Ah.
Yeah, the NPC vision bug. Please explain. Because I know that you disassembled that code, but I forget what you said the cause was for the bug.
So obviously we teach strength. It's a strong move. Very strong move. Takes advantage of our attack stat. Really handy.
Would pretty much be as powerful as Mudshot if not for the soft sand. As it is, it's still pretty powerful. It would be more powerful if not for Mudshot being stabbed, of course.
It's a good thing that this is a webcamless stream. It's too hot, I gotta take off my shirt. I'm melting.
Is that a B ampersand from Twitch?
I think they updated the rule, but it's kind of a gray area. I don't feel like dealing with it. Yeah, if you live in Washington State right now, the forecast is smoke because of the forest fires, so I can't open my window. And I can't open the door to the office because then all the animals will come crashing in. I'm melting. Alright, so we're gonna save before this fight. We're also going to, I'm not gonna kill Wingy, I'm gonna kill Wingle. Okay, revive Wingle.
So does a dead Zigzagoon pick up items?
It does not.
Damn. Oh well, I guess it'll be back alive after the death warp.
Yeah.
By which time you don't even need any items. But whatever.
Yeah, Washington State, it's like every other year there's a bunch of smoke during the month of August because of forest fires. I think Southwest Canada has some fires going on too, so we're getting some of that. And I'm just gonna risk the animals marching in. I'm melting.
You think the door will do any help?
Alright, so Wingle's alive for a reason. We want to set up this guard spec, that way we don't get affected by a sand attack. And the Mighty Enna is just gonna take out the Wingle because it can. So now we can try and set up with our Marsh Stomp without the fear of losing accuracy.
Eating the Intimidate is just a beneficial side effect as well.
Yeah. Otherwise you would have to use another X attack, which that's not a huge deal. We do have a spare, but it's just nicer to not. Want strength first? Oh, there's an animal already. Hello.
Which animal?
It's the 13-year-old cat Sterling. It's not poopy.
The second best animal,
Yes.
if we're being biased. Well, I mean, we can be biased against Calcifer,
I hate Calcifer.
but between the other two.
Yeah, see, Tackle still has a use. It's kind of nice. So now with all the boosts that we have, I am gonna use Strength on the Sharpedo because missing is death. Whereas like if I missed on the Golbat there with that first tackle, we could have healed. No, real good Archie fight.
Sharpedo Crunch does a lot of damage. This is pretty much the Archie fight from ESA as well. Just smooth as you like.
This was a really good fight. Please.
The main thing that can go wrong is just Mighty Inner attacking too much.
Yeah. Which that could potentially
Favored
lead to
sand.
that could lead to your guard spec running out and then it using sand and then it's just terrible from there.
Yeah, because he bites too much. You heal to not take another bite, and then of course because Neil now how healthy changes tracks and uses sand.
Alright, we're gonna shop for some healing items real quick. We do our shop now because we plan on dying in a sec.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
you used to do this after the gym, so you had slightly more money, but you can just about make do with this good of a mudkip and what little money you have earned since the last shop.
Oops.
So it is a little stressful at times
A little.
in Norman's gym, and by little I guess I mean a lot. Perhaps that extra super potion will come in handy.
Now, how long does everyone think it'll take for me to deal with Flannery? I'm gonna guess second try. Oh god, that TV's loud.
Yeah, you can hear that quite a bit actually. I mean, I don't know if the stream can hear it, but I can. So, gotta get poisoned. Have a limited amount of time to do it. It's basically the gist of the start of this fight. And Keys is temporarily muted his mic, at least on Discord. So I don't know if I'm talking over him if he hasn't
No,
muted the
I
stream.
muted because I was trying to get the TV turned down.
Oh yeah.
Did I save?
Definitely better now. You did.
Okay.
So yeah, limited amount of turns to get the poison here before you don't have anything that you can do which doesn't waste an item that you need.
Wow, this is going swell. Poison me. Well, hit me first. Poison me.
Yeah.
Yes! Thanks.
More
bud.
ESA flashbacks, except there it actually took a reset before Slugma obliged.
Kill him, that'll drop. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go for the range on the Torkoal. I like this health.
Yeah, this is a good health if everything works out. So he's used 3x attacks, which makes the Torkoal a damage range. And you can also miss Mudshot, but hopefully it just works out.
This health's actually really good to get Desert Candy. Assuming I don't miss and get the range.
Yeah, 34, or well, I guess it'll be slightly more than 34 after the fight because of the level up.
Yeah, 37. It's not bad.
So, all is well.
Huh. This is going surprisingly well. So yeah, in actual like record attempts, you want to have low health here, that way you just walk around and kill yourself in the room. not only does it eliminate the need for Abra by helping us warp back to Petalburg, which is why I stepped into that center and haven't gone into one since then, but it helps us skip the cutscene that's about to come up. There's a cutscene where your rival comes up and gives you the Go goggles.
Yeah. Obviously, it's a lot faster to bike around than it is to walk around. It's 4 times faster to lose your health if you're on the bike, but this cutscene is pretty hefty upfront time loss. So
Also, you get
really
insulted.
you just want low health. Yeah, with this type of health, the play becomes biking all the way to a rare candy in the desert. And you can see that the poison flashes come up really fast when he's going full throttle. So he's losing health 4 times every second, pretty much.
And now we're back here. Who needs Abra?
Emerald. Eventually. It will happen.
I'm gonna save before this.
Yeah, this trainer.
This trainer's a jerk.
He's his favourite trainer in the entire game.
This trainer's a jerk. So it's a Delcatty that has cute charm, so if you do any sort of physical contact move, you have a chance of getting attracted. It also just has attract in general. It has Sing. It has double slap. It's just it's so bad. See, another thing that we kind of briefly mentioned when it came to speed earlier, there's the Q charm, excellent. And there's the Sig. Oh my god. It begins. We had mentioned this earlier with the Rival 2 fight and how Mudshot works. Mudshot's really valuable in a lot of other places too, because this Delcatty's faster than you, the next fight is faster than you, the next fight after that is faster than you, this really sucks.
Oh, okay. Yep, this is pretty standard fare Delcatty. And if you dare to use... And if you decide to use Mudshot on the second turn instead of Strength, it'll usually do something like Attract anyway.
You know what? I don't want to get rid of that many heals, so we're just gonna try that fight again.
Dang.
Well, for the most part, all the fights have been decent, and then this one happened.
So this time are we going to go for double Mudshot, or same
Nah,
again?
Same thing.
Stick to your guns?
Yeah. I can't remember the chance of actually getting infected by Cute Charm.
It's only, what, 30% or something, I thought. Not all that high. But, I mean, you did get first turn possible Cute Charm into 2...
No! Again?
Well,
No! Okay, it missed. Come on. The miss means we're on a different RNG seat. No! What are you doing? No! 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 Why does this happen every time?
because you're using Strength. You're
What?
daring to play the odds.
Oh, come on. No. No. It's a coin flip from here to hit. No. No, 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 no. No! Why? No, no! No! Just hit! Yes! Okay, we're done. We're out of here. Fuck this girl.
This is pretty much Keiza's experience with this fight in a nutshell.
It was worse with that one marathon.
Yeah, because you didn't save, but this is probably almost as much time loss as that was. She's gone though. It's over.
For now.
For now, huh? Well, I mean, there are plenty more troll fights, but I don't think Attract shows up anymore. So you got that going for you.
That was a really good crit.
Yeah, crit for X defend is like amazing.
That makes up for some of the time loss. Not a lot of it, but some of it.
You save 2 turns, and yeah, 2 turns. I guess that's it.
Oh, missing Mudshot on turn 1 in that fight is really, really bad because that Linoon has headbutt and you can get a bunch of flax. Yeah, flinch hacks. There you go. Also,
No safe for Zangoose, huh? I guess this isn't quite Emerald Zangoose.
this Zangoose is a range. Oh no.
Huh?
Don't miss this. Good. Alright. Not bad.
Not bad, yeah. What were you saying oh no about? Was the first damage roll slightly bad?
It wasn't convincing.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't convincing, true. But
You have a
like
bunch of
crit
those.
slash wouldn't quite kill you, would it? Or it would have been close.
I think it would have been close, but I think after Swords Dance it would have just been over.
Well, he hadn't used Swords Dance yet.
Yet. All it takes is one miss. It's a chain.
Well, yeah, it's like the first 10 misses the worst. And then from there they get...
Alright, so Dad's a really hard fight. Now here's the beauty of this mud kit. Our stats are good enough to where we actually don't have to set up nearly as much as we used to. It's still not that good of a fight, but... we only set up 2 X attacks. It's kind of neat.
The old strats when you had a kind of random mud kit were to set up 3x attacks and go for the free hit with a slightly different set of moves, and now you just go for the free hit with 2x attacks and your strongest moves. The first slacking has higher defense than the second one, but the second one has more health because it's a higher level. So they both end up being, I think, ranges, but
Yeah.
decent ones, generally. And the Vigoroth is a 2-shot. There was one point where you set up either 5 or 6 X attacks and went for the 2-shot on the Slackings and the 1-shot on Vigoroth, but obviously that wastes a ton of time to use 4 more X attacks.
We also want to be at a certain health here because we want the Slacking to use Focus Punch. We also obviously want to hit him while he does that. Like a high roll. You can do too much damage to the Slacking and knock him into heal range, which that really sucks for your PvP. Which oh, that's really close. I'm not sure if that is. Okay, it isn't. I could have strength from there. I should have done that. Oh.
Yeah, you need 1 mod shot to outspeed the first Slacking. I think it's 1 for the second one as well, but
yeah,
it's less important because he's using Focus Punch.
Alright, well that fight wasn't bad. The worst part of the gym was Delcatty.
Yeah, alright, well, I'm gonna take advantage of the slight lull that Sapphire gives you here and go and make that lunch. So
Go get lunch.
I should be back by the time we reach Winona.
Alright, have fun. That really wasn't bad. I'll take that. We had to heal twice, but that's kind of whatever. That first Slacking also has Yawn, so we could have been caught in like a sleep loop. Now we're gonna get Surf, and Surf improves our moveset. Like, we did get rid of Water Gun earlier, so we didn't have a stab move other than Mud Shot. I guess we still have Mud Slap because I taught Rock Smash to Ziggy, but now we get Surf. Pretty great. Get on the bike, friend. Gonna teach Surf right away. Get rid of Tackle if we don't really need that. Oops. Now we're gonna get this hidden rare candy here. Get on the bike, friend. Thanks. do a little more shopping, replenish some of our items. And since we don't have Abra, we have to kind of make our way back here, which isn't a huge deal. It doesn't take too long. Plus we get to visit some of the towns that we haven't seen in a while. And then with perfect movement, our repel wears off just before her. I surf here, pick up the rare candy. In an actual attempt, if you got desert candy, you would skip this candy. But for marathon safety, I'm gonna grab it just so we can be higher level for Tate and Liza, because Tate and Liza is really tough. Okay, well, that was sloppy, but whatever. That movement there is kind of risky. If you bonk, then he fights you. But he has an Abra, and it's not a huge deal. Biggest reason why that isn't too big of a deal is because we're technically on a route that's labeled as low experience right now. If we hit that Abra, we'd be put on high experience. If we run into a tentacle in this water, we'd be put on high experience, so on and so forth. It affects the experience route a tiny bit. Like, we do menus slightly differently. This is another trainer. We don't have a real way to manipulate him, so we have to do this. Being really cautious about movement here because this guy has a really bad poke. That movement wasn't too hot, but anyway, hi chat. How have you enjoyed the marathon so far? We're gonna walk in front of him to pull him out of the way. It's faster to talk to trainers, but in this case we want him out of the way because it saves his movement. Also, a lot of mud shots here. That way we don't take any rough skin damage. The damage isn't really a bad thing, but it's extra text. So we taught Surf, right? And we've used it outside of battle. We haven't used it in battle yet. This is actually the first fight that we're going to use it. That fight could have been faster. The swagger made it slow. You usually want to enter this fight at a lower health. Same reason that you want to enter other fights at lower health. You just want to avoid getting confusion moves used on you. We got a cast form, that's pretty cool, I guess. We're We're gonna use this bed here to heal. We need our PP replenished. And now because we're on a lower experience route, we're actually going to menu here instead. You would do it after the rival fight, usually, if you had high experience. I'm gonna take the Mystic Water. We're gonna put it on you. Now we're good to go. So Rival 3 isn't nearly as dangerous as Rival 2. You could still die. I maybe should have saved. It would have taken an extreme amount of bad luck. I don't know how capable I am of that, but like crits from magnitude would be really bad. So you gotta set up for 2 more turns. I will heal if I really have to. Okay, easy. And because we had that extra candy, we're a level higher than we should be. So strength is no longer a range on the Whalmer, so we don't have to risk missing Mud Shot, which is really nice. Because that Whalmer has Water Pulse, and that can just ruin everything. Granted, we're just shy of Torrent. Makes me kind of sad. This is nowhere close to a sub 2 pace. Man, quality movement. Now we're gonna show Steven our battle style here against this Kecleon. Our battle style is intriguing. Alright, now, Torrent would have been really nice, because after this fight there's a Swablu that dies in one shot to Torrent Surf, but doesn't without. Kind of unfortunate. We're definitely healing before Winona, though. Winona could be a huge troll.
Time to see how nice Winona plays, huh?
Oh, just in time.
Yeah. Well, one more fight. Swablu, it can do some trolls if it wants to.
It didn't, though. We in there. So yeah, the puzzles in this gym are pretty easy. They're not terribly difficult. And there's no forced double battle. Well, it's not forced, I guess, but...
Could you have done anything with that Torrent if it had actually hit the Fury attack?
No, I'd be healing for Winona.
Go for the range with Torrent on the Swallow, but...
Yeah, I could have done that.
But you don't have any like full healing items at this point, so it's kind of dodgy to go into Winona and Torrent Hill, regardless.
Yeah. Man, I love how half the reason I caught Weenie was to get some items, and we've gotten 1 potion. Weenie strats confirmed to worst strats. Oh, there'll be a cam for blindfolded, don't worry about that.
Yeah, special exception, because normally online marathon runs don't bother with cams, but blindfold will get one. Unless there are any major technical difficulties, but honestly, it should be there.
So we have to hit through double team, and we have to get this range. We do have an extra level, but I think it's still a range. Okay, we hit. And we crit, so, you know, that's really good. Good start. Fantastic.
Where did the extra level come from?
The desert candy.
Oh yeah, of course.
We're gonna use all but 1 X attack here. Normally we would just straight up use all our X attacks, but I went for the range on Flannery as opposed to using 4 X attacks, so we're gonna have a spare. Oh, I really rather not.
So instead of blowing a billion X attacks on Norman, you kind of blow them here instead so that you can win the fight as Marshtomp?
Yeah. I don't get why he went for Protect at 20 health. Okay. I wanted him to knock me into Torrent, because now we're going to have to, Strength the Skarmory, because we don't one-shot it. And Sand Attack's super bad! Alright, well, this is where the fight might go south.
Yeah.
We need to not miss Strength on Altaria.
I mean,
Alright.
Altaria's weak enough that even if he had missed, it wouldn't be so bad.
Couple of
even
Dragon
after a
Dances
Dragon
later.
Dance,
Yeah.
well, yeah, even up 1 wouldn't be enough to kill.
Yeah.
2 might not even be, but he hits, so who really cares?
What? PSRM 2017 is evolving? Oh boy.
What's it evolving into? PSR in 2018?
No, it's evolving into ugly disappointment.
Damn.
I really want to show off the YOLO ball, but I don't want to ruin what's been a pretty decent run.
Yeah, that's an interesting trade-off, because like, obviously if you are on bad pace, then you can't risk it to make sure you get the estimate, but at this point, it's a pretty average run, honestly. Like, Delcatty was the only real major time loss.
Yeah. We're possibly going to get an encounter here, because we used the repel for the desert candy. I can't afford to use a repel yet, so we gotta run through this grass. Alright, that's pretty standard. I could catch this Oddish and name it God. I don't have Pokeballs, never mind. Okay, now in practice, every time I tried to do this, my controller messed up, so we're just gonna do this instead. There we go. Easy.
Yep, not doing bag manip and doing the proper manip on that bird keeper is one of the harder ones to do. At least it seems that way.
Especially when you have a GameCube D-pad. We do that movement, that way we can unlock Lily Cove as the fly location. It's not too much of a detour, and it's a lot faster than going back to Fortree and then having the bike all the way back. Also, I should have taught fly in that menu. Oh well.
Also considerably faster than when you have to do it in Emerald because of the lack of the spinners.
Yeah. Oops. Well, you see, every time I went for that manip in my practice runs, I would go down instead of left, and I really didn't feel like fighting. Okay. Do I go for the YOLO? I'm really thinking about it. I really wanted to, but I didn't think the run would be like decent enough to where I would like to get us. How far behind schedule are we?
Like I said, you only started 3 minutes late, so not very. I mean, 226 is pretty simple from here, I imagine. Fighting the worst Kyogre or the worst TNL in the world.
My concern about doing it is every time I had to do it in practice, I had to like mute all the sounds because I was getting thrown off. I'll manip the Kyogre stats for sure, but I think I'm gonna not do the YOLO ball. I don't know. Am I really gonna be that much of a weenie though?
So far, that's how it's been going with the weenie strats.
Weenie strats have been paying off though. That's a lot of time if I fail it, no. Somebody should make a straw poll. I'll let the chat decide. I'll put my fate in your hands.
Decide. Master
Ball or YOLO Ball? Master Ball for guaranteed good run, or YOLO Ball for swag and potential like 20-minute time loss. Okay, not that bad, but we gotta YOLO this grass too because I don't have a repel up. Okay, I should have taught Fly already. I forgot to, but oh well. Just do it now. Oh, Weenie has an item! Maybe it's a Master Ball. Super, you suck!
2 super potions so far, huh?
We could have gotten full restores, we could have gotten vitamins, we could have gotten... the vitamins wouldn't help too much, but... Ugh.
I think at this point the chat is making its intentions clear even before the straw poll comes.
Oh. Well... first try YOLO Ball saves 30 seconds or so, like 25 to 35, I can't remember specifically. Failing it and getting it second try loses you 10 seconds.
Yeah, every time you fail it you have to reset completely because there's just the odds of throwing a non-manipulated ball are not really there. Under 1%. So YOLO is winning 40 to 10 right now.
Oh my god, no.
I mean, well, what do you expect, but...
I'd expect somebody wants the marathon to be ran in an efficient manner. These people just want to watch the world burn. We also YOLO this water. There's a lot of like stuff that we YOLO in terms of encounters. It's really not that likely to get an encounter here. We only have 1 Super Repel left. Like we don't have money in the budget. We're skipping it.
YOLO Ball is, yeah, the YOLO Ball is getting a bigger lead.
Yeah, well, doesn't matter. I went past the Master Ball warp. It's been decided.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That is that. Chat wins.
Rats. On ruining the marathon. Some people, man, just want to watch the world burn. I forgot how wide the window was.
This is like the one game in Pokemon, or the one pair of games, plus Emerald, where you can actually permanently lose the Master Ball. Because the hideout gets closed after a while, I think.
Yeah, it gets blocked off. Oh. World's gonna burn.
So step 1 is actually remembering to buy a netball.
Yeah, yeah. Whew. This is gonna go from like a potential like 215 or better to like a 225, and it's all my fault for putting my fate in chat's hands. What have I done?
Well,
get on the bike.
Can't really help from here. Chat has decided. After Keys decided.
Alright, well, there's a netball. Hello. I expected chat to watch the world burn, yes. Yeah, it's too late. It has to be YOLO Ball. Master Ball's gone forever. On 5 ever.
So
this gym's something.
Yeah, 38, right?
What's that?
Maybe 38 for 10 laser,
Yeah.
which will make it a bit
Slightly easier.
very slightly.
Slightly. I would like one Nightshade. Yo, okay, that's good. This is good health. Very good. Alright. 8 lives is a lot more winnable from here. We want to be between like 40 to 70-ish. Like it's not exactly that. We want to be around that area. Because Soul Rock will go for Solar Beam on us most of the time, so that gives us a free turn of stuff. God knows we need as many free turns as we can get. Alright, hard fight. Let's go.
Just watch this take 10 minutes and then...
And then I'll
level has to be
immediately
just
regret
right.
the YOLO Ball, yeah. Ugh, I should have picked it up anyway, but then tried YOLO Ball. Just in case.
I think that would be a little too weenie.
That's true. Alright. We want to outspeed here so we can outspeed them. And then with our slave that will inevitably get destroyed, we're going to heal.
Yeah, you have one extra slave.
Why did he flamethrower? No! What are you doing?
What?
What the hell, man?
I blame Weenie. Weenie. They read that Weenie was in your party somehow.
No! Oh, it's so over. Oh dear. Alright. Cast form, have plus special D. Friend. Al. Live. 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 Calm mind. Okay. Go for the beam, dude. Go for the beam. Yes! Yes! Ah! Rain! Rain! Yes!
Oh yeah. Guaranteed win from here, right?
I would
Pretty
imagine.
nice. Provided Lunatone doesn't crit Psychic on Swampert. And even then you could just revive at this point.
Alright, Solrock's down. It's like impossible to lose from here without some shenanigans. There's some shenanigans! That's light screen! No! Dude.
That's not enough. That's single target stuff now. He'll kill.
But, no, it healed though. And it has a calm mind. Crit! Crit!
I guess Calm Mind Light Screen is decent at this point, but... Oh yeah, because it's also single target light screen.
Alright, well, this is happening, I guess.
I guess you wanted to use Calm Mind again, or something like that.
Bye, cast form. Alright, the screen should wear out now?
Yeah, it should.
Right when the rain... No, the rain stopped, period. Alright, screen should wear out now.
I mean, this is fine.
There. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Die. Be gone. It went from like super free to super scary. Alright, well, you know, we did it. Go team. This is also
Pretty
why I got
low
that Lepa.
certainty. Yeah.
I got a blue split too. Brilliant.
Well, okay, now you actually have a buffer for Yellow Ball going badly.
And we don't need to repel because we repelled in the gym. And we repelled in the gym for a very particular reason. It's gonna wear off on a great tile, assuming I don't mess up movement.
So slow but safe TNL in the end.
We're living, that's what counts. How yellow is Yellow Ball? I forget how many frames of a window I have, but it's pretty bad.
It's like 2 or 3, I think.
That's it? I thought it was more.
For Kyogre, it's probably 3 then.
Oh dear. Okay, you know what? I goofed. I'm gonna do this. Here we go. Three or 4 frame window. Excellent. If I can get a 3rd try, I'll be happy. Less, I'll be very pleased. More, I won't be surprised.
Yeah, it's Yellow Ball, except you also have to enter the bag at the correct time. Well, I mean, yeah. I guess it's similar to Yellow Ball in that you have to hit 2 windows, but the window to hit into the bag is technically frame perfect. Because if you don't hit it on the right frame, then it moves the window to hit the Yellow Ball. But yeah, there'll definitely be more use of cheater timer to get this. Pretty much no way to...
Saving before
pull it
this
off
fight,
otherwise.
because even though I like my health, I have died to this fight before. Died at RPG limit break. I'd really rather not do that again. Mega Jinx impression. Alright.
Thank you, Keizaron.
Love me, adore me.
Cheetah timer is cheetah timer, no matter what term you use.
Trying to learn Muddy Water.
Do you get to skip that if you don't use candy, or do you just barely get it?
I think you get it after Archie.
Yeah, so you just barely don't get to skip it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see here.
Nice earthquake, TM.
Bye, Earthquake TM. Pushing those boulders on the bike is slower. That's why I get off the bike.
If you are somehow convinced that you wanted to take Swampert through the Elite Four, well, first off, have fun. Secondly, you would grab that earthquake TM. And you would probably not teach it a billion HMs before this point. The problem being that you have to catch something like a Sharpedo for dive if you don't teach it to Swampert. So you probably still need to teach it dive, just because it's such a huge detour to not teach it dive.
Why are you swaggering me? No. I'm gonna use this Prism Berry real quick. Alright, assuming Crobat isn't a jerk, it should attack us and knock us into Torrent, and then we just win from here.
That looks solid so far, yeah.
There we go.
He outspeeds you despite the exceed, knocks you into Torrent, and then...
And you outspeed the Sharpedo this way.
Yeah.
Which, after a Swagger, since I have Mud Shot, I could use that to save on the not very effective text, but I don't want to risk missing. Alright, we're getting close to the moment of truth.
Well, yeah, no more fights, it's just movement from here, and I suppose the closest thing this game has to long cutscenes. You're kind of stuck out of control here for maybe a minute or so. Or 2 minutes maybe.
I'm gonna fail it so much. I should have never looked into it.
Well, I'm sure everyone's ready to blame Revo.
Yeah,
So you might be spared.
If I fail more than 3 times, then everybody needs to hashtag blame Revo.
Also, I guess you might mute the audio, or are you going to try a few times without muting it?
I'm gonna try with the audio. I don't want to ruin the immersion. Hey, Sly, I did that too.
So you can't win, or you can't lose.
Exactly. Perfect. That's one tile earlier, but whatever. Have one slow tile of movement that way. So up until this point in time, this run actually hasn't been too bad other than Delcatty.
But then chat got involved.
Yeah, we're rapidly
you're
approaching
all
the
doomed.
point where I'm doomed.
Yeah, 45 minutes to catch Kyogre and beat the game with it, roughly.
It's reasonable.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
I'm actually nervous.
Do you have to be nervous at this point, or just willing to accept your fate? Yeah, this game also has quite a long history of people not bothering to put their times on speedrun.com. Right now the best time is actually just over 2 hours, a 2:00 instead of the 2:03 that's on speedrun.com. But
Best time is clearly mine.
yeah, clearly Keizaron actually has a world record because that's the best time on speedrun.com.
Alright. See how this goes.
So you should bow down to Keizaron. There's no way of knowing if you've hit any part of this manip until it gets in. If it gets in, then it's probably the right Kyogre, because the rest would have messed up at some point. But there are quite a few windows that he's trying to hit at once.
Fail number 1.
Not even close. Well, I mean, it could just be 1 frame early as well. If you're 1 frame earlier, then it pops out without shaking at all. If you're 1 frame late, then it shakes 3 times. That's the thing about Yellow Ball Manip. But yeah. You can start getting worried when he fails the 5th time. This much is kind of expected. This is a very hard trick. Or at least it is when you haven't done it in a while. And it's not particularly easy even when you have done it.
This is chat's fault.
This is compensating for the fact that this would have been like 15 minutes underestimate if he hadn't gone for it, so just wanting to make sure the marathon schedule goes smoothly.
Yeah, the estimate's 2 days and 30 hours. Also, don't be fooled by the Eon clicks and the audio in the game. They're never going to be lined up. No! It's too shake.
Ah, so you're actually kind of close that time, probably.
Like, here's the thing, like, I don't know if my offset's correct either. We never really got a chance to 100% test that. The only offset I know is right is manipulating the Kyogre stats.
Yeah. I mean, you can test the Kyogre stats minute by having the Master Ball, because that part isn't dependent on what items you have. But
This time, for sure.
the YOLO Ball is very hard to make offsets for console.
This time, for sure. Okay, I'm getting worse. It was one shake.
3 frames late. Probably, anyway. It's also possible for that to be, like, somewhat early, because there are kind of partial successes.
Watch this. This time, for sure. Remember, you guys voted for this.
The only guarantee is that the only guarantee is that if he's 1 frame early, then it will be 0 shake. That doesn't mean that if he does get 0 shakes, then it's always 1 frame early, but the other way around is guaranteed.
I feel good about that one.
Zero?
Ahem.
0, okay. That could be 1 frame early. Or it could be nowhere close. Who really knows? This time.
For sure.
Chat asked for this. When we start Pokemon Stadium 2 half an hour late, you guys asked for it. Although Keys might be kind enough to to Mercy Kill it if it gets too ridiculous.
Reminder, this is your guys' fault! Alright, shh. Shh. Shh.
So once Kyogre's in the ball, you need somewhere between 25 and 30 minutes to finish the game. So once we get to the 2-hour mark, that's when we can start getting worried about the estimates.
Alright, for real this time, guys. Watch this. Shh. Shh. Watch this. One shake. We're getting better.
Yay! Yep, chat's fault.
We can't emphasize enough, this is a really, really difficult trick. Like, it really isn't easy. It's 3 frame perfects in a row.
58 of you voted for this. That may only be about 10% of chat, but it was over 75% of the people that actually voted.
Should have picked up the Master Ball, dude.
Oh dear. This is fun.
Should have picked up the Master Ball, dude. Watch me get it, but I don't get the Manipped Kyogre, and it's just bad.
That would take some doing, but it would be fairly typical. If you weaken it, you can get the odds of catching it up to about 2% instead of 0.5.
Oh boy! Alright, you know what? You guys heard this music enough. You're not going to hear music for a tiny bit. So you get to hear the lovely sound of my voice and the bombs. Just shh.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. This is very entertaining right now. Everyone is thrilled.
Yeah, yeah. This is what you guys wanted. Here, I'll do the music.
I think that's the opposite of ASMR. That's just ear killing.
Because they don't deserve that right now.
Well, yeah, chat doesn't deserve much at
Why?
this point.
No! Why is it one shaking? Revo, what's one shake? How far off am I?
2 frames or 3 frames late. Or it could be like super early as well, I don't know.
Alright, the music's back. Because it doesn't make a difference, apparently. Oh, this is fucking terrible.
Huh? Chat getting what it deserves experience.
Okay, that's it. There's no way that isn't. That was perfection. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna change this. It killed me, by the way. I'm gonna change this offset to that. We'll see how that goes.
Okay, sure. I think it kills you with pretty much any move it has apart from Calm Mind. Because Body Slam is its weakest move.
It's back to back to back frame perfects. So, yeah. Where's all the hashtag blame Revos?
The second one is the one that really affects timing of the third. The first one doesn't matter as much. Because it just, it sets the stats, which is kind of important, but it shouldn't. I guess it does have some impact, yeah.
This is getting in. This is getting in. We can't get the Master Ball, it's over. No! It shook twice! No!
Well,
so
I guess
close.
the timer offset change
so
worked.
close! I was so close! No!
This was the greatest idea to do in a marathon run yet.
They wanted it, man. They wanted it.
Sapphire has to be a train wreck in marathons. There is no alternative. It has to go overestimate, and this was the only way that it was going to happen this time. 'Cause at ESA it only went overestimate because the estimate was 215. So to make it go over a 230 estimate, something special had to happen.
Alright. 2985. Let's try that.
Does the name link for...
No.
Fuck, it does.
Wait, what?
Your name is too long.
What?
Your name is 7 characters long.
So?
Meme Big used alt netball.
Oh, that explains everything. So I have to throw it a little earlier then. Nope.
Yeah.
No big deal, man. We just adjust.
So you're actually super late every time.
Nah, dude, watch this. This time for sure. In.
By the way, PSR, the Swampert name doesn't matter for anyone in chat who's about to bring that up. It's only his trainer name.
Alright, how about 2975? You guys wanted this! You...
It's only shifts it by half. So it's like, it needs to be about 3 frames earlier than it would be if it was a 1 character name.
We got it this time. It's
Instead of
easy.
6.
This is easy!
Also, that was a great... If you had, like, mercy killed the run on that screen just then, it would have been perfect. Like, PSR in 2017 painted. Although I think we're still quite a ways away from a mercy kill. Even if it might be difficult to finish the game underestimate if it takes too much longer.
Watch this. In. Calling my shots. Not a single shake. I hate you, chat.
Actually, no. I think the name length is the opposite to what I said. Like, you want to do it way earlier, like 12 frames earlier.
Don't say that, DeBomb. Don't say that. See,
Yeah.
I didn't want to finish too early, and this is how we were gonna fill the time. So you know, whatever. Like, I wanted Epic to have the better run than me. It's okay.
Yeah, it's actually you need to actually do it 12 frames earlier than your original offset. My bad.
Kidding me.
Yeah, so like chuck off the whole 200 milliseconds. Because every character is double, rather than every character being half.
So if the original offset's 3,000, what do I want then?
2800.
Okay. Who thought this was a good idea?
Chat, and you.
Why did I listen? This is the worst. We were on pace for like 212, actually.
Yeah, were. Past tense.
In.
You have got to be kidding me.
All my shots, man. This is the hasty. Yes. Okay. Good. The hasty's the best one. I like the hasty. All because of my name. That means I totally would have gotten it way far. I should have gotten it like.
Got it first try.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Wait, I don't want surf. I want waterfall.
Yeah, whoever said in chat that the name was the problem is like the hero of the entire run.
I totally would have gotten that first try. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Can we just pretend that this run's time is 20 minutes lower?
Yeah, can we just pause
15?
the timer for a little bit? I forgot to remove the mystic water. Oh well.
I think we have to call this a co-op run now.
Okay, the description in the YouTube VOD has to be like, has to explain that there's like a bunch of dead time.
Pokemon Sapphire co-op between me and you, not the chat because the chat ruined it.
I'll take it.
Like the chat would get credit, but they were the ones who decided to do this in the first place, so they lose it.
Leave it to Meme Big to cost me. First try as soon as we get the right offset. Like, come on.
Well, at least it shows you can hit a really difficult trick when you're actually doing it properly. Before the puzzles.
What?
You saved before the puzzles.
You're damn right I did! Have you seen how this run right? Oh, hi, Kevin, and your echo.
Yeah, that was some pretty crazy echo there. I think it's okay for now, though. I think he's just getting ready to set up for the next run. But there's still about another 20-25 minutes, so don't hurry too much. This is going pretty much all the way to the estimate at this point.
Sorry, that was me with the echo.
Yeah, we figured.
Yeah. Yeah, no rush, just...
Oh, I'm in a
you
hurry.
might want to
No. I'm
go
in a
to
hurry.
Marathon 2 and check out Rose Audio.
Just wanted to apologize to Keys for the straw poll causing the 12-minute time loss.
Was it really 12 minutes?
12 minutes, yes.
It was about 17 or 18.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was 149 to 211. Or no, it's not 201.
Why did I let chat decide? Oh, that's so dumb. First try when we fix it. See, I'm good, guys. I'm actually good. I just need the right numbers.
Just make sure you change it back if you ever do attempt this game again.
Archie 2, plus 9 minutes, 31 seconds. That's not terrible. Wallace, currently at plus 23:28. No.
Yeah, so this run will probably come in right around the estimate at this point. Slightly above or slightly below. Probably slightly below.
I'm going for that. Do that. Only PSR admins are allowed to cause delays.
I just noticed that the stream's past 700 viewers for a little bit now, so that's good. View count's coming up. We've gained about another 700 followers since this morning, so that's also good stuff for the channel. I'm gonna pop out again until the changeover for Roro's blindfold run. Good luck, Keys.
Thanks.
Hopefully with this good of Kyogre, it's not so luck-based at this point, although there's still some things that can happen, I suppose, with Hydro Pump. Yeah, one day Keys will do a run where he is properly informed of the manips before it wastes 20 minutes.
I'm just a beacon. I'm the man who delivers in the worst way.
Well, you get to do one more run. Heart Gold or Soft Silver.
No, no, no. I don't wanna.
Well, you don't have to do Red Minute, so...
It also doesn't matter because it's the last run of the marathon, so I'm gonna take my sweet time.
Estimate, who really cares? We'll put that on the layout. As long as it takes.
Estimate when I'm done. This was such a good run other than Delcatty until that. Estimate Z mistake, I agree. Don't apologize, Revo. We should have known.
Yeah, it's not like that's something that you can foresee.
Well, I'm still gonna be underestimate. It's all good.
You basically just have to take off like 30 milliseconds for every extra character in your name. For future runners.
Why'd I name myself Mean Big? Why'd I name myself A? Like I should've.
Because you were committed to the meme. And ultimately... it betrayed you.
You said we started 3 minutes late.
Yeah, on schedule, so the next run will probably be about the same, honestly. Provided it doesn't take too long to crop the blindfold. A healthy dose of PJ sugar in the chat.
What is Sinstar saying? Create alt to provide manip hints in chat. No, this is world record pace. This is
The entire run is staged.
This is wait, hold on. Is Orlin in here? What was the time for the RPG limit break run? Like 220 something.
Well, the ESA run was 215. Or 216.
That wasn't co-op though. I'm trying to come up with the co-op run here.
Oh yeah, the co-op world record.
See you guys, join PSR. We're fun-loving guys. Like 226. Alright, my goal is to beat 226. What's the fastest completed run with Kyogre YOLO Ball? You're looking at it. I used a net ball. Okay, I've learned in recent times to save before this fight. We got this. It's okay. It's okay. So yeah, if you haven't noticed, this is pretty much a stomp from here on out with Kyogre. I need to not miss Hydro Pumps. That's really about it.
Yeah, it should be a stomp, by all means. The hasty will help as well, not having to use X speeds.
Hasty saves a turn on Drake. It's so good. See, I guess I wasn't paying attention when we talked about it, but I was always under the assumption that the catch was determined once you selected the ball, not once the... whatever.
No, it's once the text is done.
Well, I know now.
Yeah, as soon as the ball is actually going to be thrown, it's when it picks it. Oh, so Gardevoir time. Okay.
We're
Wally did not justify the save this time.
Last time I did this, though. My last practice
there's a
run.
reason why this is so fresh in the memory. Why such an easy fight gets a save.
You know what?
Oh yeah, I guess it could have been why Wingull failed as well. Sinstar raises a good point.
Why'd I say? Because if I miss Hydro Pump, that's really, really bad.
So the yellow balls were sabotaged all along.
I just never
Although-
knew.
Wingull is more of a sound cue, isn't it? Or is that the on timer again?
That's a sound cue.
Yeah, it's a sound cue, so you can't really do anything about that. Just gotta not name the trainer if you're wanting to yellow ball Wingull.
So the only reason I deposited there was because I have so many pokes. I don't know if this is actually faster or not. I just want a fast Hall of Fame. I don't want to see this team. We're not taking Weenie to the promised land. They didn't do well.
Yeah. The ESA run used double deposit to get back Hydro Vamp PP.
I'm just gonna
I think
take
you
Surf.
Yeah, you can just teach Surf with this Kyogre.
I should have nicknamed the Kyogre first try. That would have been better.
Is this good enough special attack to get the shift free guarantee?
Yeah, all the Kyogres that are manipulated, like in that cluster.
Good.
Well, I finished my Sydney split in the time that I wanted to finish the run.
Yep.
Darn.
4 more fights to go. None of them are all that tricky. With this particular Kyogre. Is Hydro Pump a thing on this fight still?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Yeah.
Only the mild waterfalls the first Dusclops.
Wouldn't that be nice? Well,
This one could do it, it's just it's not nearly as nice of a range. Most difficult E4 battle is either Phoebe or Glacia, it's just kinda luck dependent. Look, it's the bayonet of my existence.
What a great joke. You don't learn rest, what a surprise.
Yeah, as long as we don't miss this Hydro Pump, we good. Otherwise I have to like Shockwave Waterfall. Gross, but...
Yeah, pressure is a great ability.
Alright, we gooch. It lived! What? How did it live?
What?
Huh?
Keizaron damage
That's a
ranges.
range? Oh.
Well, apparently. You got
Okay.
that Shockwave Waterfall strat ready?
Nah, it had a citrus.
There's enough of a citrus to...
How the hell was that a range? I call malarkey.
I suppose that's minimal disruption, but
Malarkey.
good calculations.
Oops.
Okay, so 3 more fights, and since this Kyogre actually has a speed stat, Glacier isn't as bad as it was at ESA. Although it turns out that Kyogre was actually faster than Glalie in the end, but it was close enough that they didn't know for sure.
Did he not manipulate,
No, he didn't
Kyogre?
manipulate Kyogre.
Boo! Boo.
Like, I think it was right around the same speed as the Glalie. It might even have been a tie, but he set up a bunch on the Glalie itself and then ended up outspeeding it when he attacked. So
Glalie,
not too-
easy.
Yeah, not so bad once you have Surf and 10 billion speed either.
Fun. I want to go to 3 so we can one-shot the wall rain.
There's the hail, but everything has hail, so no avoiding that.
3. As long as he doesn't, para.
Oh,
Yay.
you skip Forest Doors, didn't you?
Yep.
There's no real need for them with this good of a Kyogre.
I mean, I don't have any Hydro Pumps left, so It'd be a shame to try and use a move like that.
So yeah, Kyogre is great, but Shockwave is not so great, so gotta have 3 specials just to one-shot the wall rain with super effective Shockwave. And if the rain was up, then Hydro Pump would be dealing more damage than super effective Shockwave. But of course it's not because of everything in this fight having hail.
Are we in Torrent, please?
And if Kev is still well, he's not listening, he's got it deafened, but if he is listening to the stream, then he can start seriously thinking about setting up the next run now. Because I imagine the credits will be cut off here.
I know why it was a range. I had put the Mystic Water on the whole time.
Oh, well, yeah, that would do it, wouldn't it?
I looked at it and I was like, where's its item?
Do you get to surf any Flygons with this, or not quite?
The second one.
Okay. So yeah, you do need that Mystic Water. I suppose for Steven as well. Yes, that would explain some things. The stat boosting items are only 10% in this game, or type boosting rather, so it probably was still a range rather than just not killing, but yes, it could have been avoided.
It's fine. It's fine. It still somehow saved time on PB.
So yeah, because of the great Kyogre you have here, you don't have to set up an X speed, and you can save super effective text on the second Flygon, so very efficient fight compared to an unmanipulated one with bad stats.
It would have been even more efficient. I just grabbed the fucking Master Ball.
Yeah, sure. That would help. Oh. Looks like this will come in right around 226 in the end. Like pretty much a tie, if I had to guess.
It deserved better.
Not, yeah, it would have been sub 210 with Master Ball, or at least close. But oh well, Sapphire cannot have a good marathon run.
It deserved better.
Yeah, I suppose the Yoda will...
That discovery was useless though! We didn't need to figure that out.
Oh really?
Useless.
You think that no one will ever nickname their character in a Sapphire marathon run ever again?
Nobody will ever do the YOLO ball.
Well, maybe.
Aerial Ace. The hell? Oh.
It's not toxic. Can it toxic? Yeah.
Yeah.
Surely.
Toxic Spikes, Aerial Ace, and Steel Wing?
Yeah, probably don't ever see Steel Wing, huh? But, yeah, I guess ideal is Spikes. And now it's just press A button, right?
Yep. In fact,
It's like...
at RPG Limit Break, when I got to this point, I gave the controller to Orlin to finish, because I wanted to stretch my
It's
hands.
like the Pokemon Red champion fight.
And set up and win.
ESA was a little more complicated because they only had 1x special, and 1x special waterfall is dodgy on Credillion Metagross, so Hydro Pump was used, but yeah, it was Surf and 1x special and a manipulated Kyogre. It's fine.
Man, that feel when you look at your splits and you go from +9 to +24.
Uh-huh. How's the Elite Four gone compared to PB?
Every split has been better compared to PB.
But not any like significant net time save, I guess.
9 seconds, then 27 seconds, then 32 seconds, then 6 seconds, and then I don't know what Steven is yet.
Oh, yeah.
Steven will be
Not
faster
bad.
because Hall of Fame.
Not bad, not bad. So maybe a minute saved with the minute for the Kyogre.
Yeah, PB's Kyogre wasn't manipped, and I had really bad Phoebe and Glacia fights. It was terrible. Drake's save was just because I didn't use an X speed. Would have been a bigger save if I had the Mystic Water this whole time. Phoebe would have been a bigger save if I had the Mystic Water.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, 226, just barely, I think. Maybe. As in
Let's
low
see how good of a
226.
job Travis does with the split, because I have my timer up.
I think he started the timer slightly early as well.
What
Although
a
we
loser.
might.
Hey, I didn't start the timer. That was on Edda.
Edda. Okay, our bad. My bad.
Thanks for the run keys. It recovered pretty good from that issue with the YOLO ball.
Yeah.
I got 2:26:03 on my end.
Okay.
That's the real time.
Yeah, it'll be higher than that for sure.
Oh, 0784 from Edda's late start.
Boo.
I was debating if I could delay it accidentally over your estimate, but you saved it too much.
Delaying it 4 minutes might have been a bit of a stretch.
I can't.
Yeah.
We fixed the offset and I get it first try. I want salt in chat right now.
Please spam PJ Salt. And
Pretty
if
please.
you spam at any point other than now, you're getting banned, by the way.
You get a chance to do it now.
Your 2 minutes where you can spam it as much as you want.
Dictator Keizaron allows it for now.
2 minutes of pure PJ Salt.
My goodness. Oh, suck it, Oro. I got a better time than you. Each PJ Salt that we see in chat is an additional second of sadness from not having the right manip. Alright, well, you know, that's Sapphire. If you want to learn how to play it, I kindly direct you to Control-Alt-Delete.
RM, RF.
I love how the credits, it's just the same handful of pokes over and over.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the run keys. It looked pretty awesome, apart from that YOLO ball shenanigans. Which, I think the chat interaction and, I mean, I think you were trying to get us closer to that estimate time. So.
Yeah, I didn't want Ro to have to start super early and have pressure put on, you know?
Yeah, you know, 16 minutes early would have been a little bit pressure for Roro, so.
Thanks. I'm a good team player.
Yep, up next we have Roro doing the Stadium 2 Challenge Cup Master Ball blindfold percent. So there will be a live face cam of Roro with the blindfold on for live confirmation of the blindfold.
That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. Yeah, definitely stick around, guys. It's gonna be a sick run. If you want to see me again, then, well, you get to see me tomorrow in much more dire circumstances.